What's going on, guys? Good morning to everyone. Just got done doing a big push workout. It's a nice sunny day here in California. Still no gym, so hitting the backyard gym, but really hungry after this workout, and I decided that I'm gonna share my protein pancake mix recipe with everyone. And it's gonna be from scratch with things that you probably already have in your house. If not, real simple stuff to pick up. I'm ready if you are. Let's get in there and start making some protein hacks.
Yo everyone, my name's Mike. I used to be overweight for most of my life, but through my training and nutrition, I completely turned my life around. I created protein hacks to show that you don't have to be a professional chef to make delicious, better option foods, and to share my high protein recipes using a variety of powders and ingredients. This is Protein Hacks. Hey, what's going on everyone? Here's a quick flyby of the ingredients we're going to be using today. Not a lot of stuff. Here are some of the tools I'm using. This rubber spatula, this wire whisk, 1/4 cup, a full cup, a few teaspoons and tablespoons. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put this pan down and preheat the stove to about medium high. I'm also going to be adding some oil on here, and I'm going to spread it around with a paper towel. That way it's not just blopped on. And while we're getting this preheated, we can go ahead and start getting our dry mix together. Now inside the bowl already I have about 1.5 cups of flour. For normal pancakes I would probably do 2 cups, but since we're adding our protein in, we definitely got to make some room. I'm adding 4 scoops of whey isolate vanilla protein. You can use whatever protein you like. I'm using 1UP Nutrition vanilla ice cream flavor, but any isolate would work, up to what you want and what flavors you love. You can even get experimental. 1UP has a blueberry muffin flavor and it is amazing in pancakes as well. But for this one, we're just going to stick with vanilla, keep them basic. I'm also going to be adding a teaspoon of baking soda here. A teaspoon of salt and, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, as well as 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Actually had to upgrade the bowl size a little bit. Not everything was fitting in that other bowl. Misjudged the volume this recipe actually has. Alright, we got our baking powder in. Let's mix this up a little bit. Want to get everything spread out evenly. Get protein mixed around all of the batter. Alright, now we can start on our wet ingredients. I'm going to start off with 1 egg. This recipe calls for 2 eggs, but I'm supplementing one of the eggs with a 1/4 cup of egg whites, just to add a little extra protein, less cholesterol. You want to keep 1 regular egg in there because it kind of works as an emulsifier and makes everything stick together better. If you take that egg out, your pancakes just aren't going to be the same. So use at least 1. 1 3/4 cups of milk of choice. I'm using almond milk like always. Real low calorie stuff right there. Be adding a 1/4 cup of butter and our almond milk in. I'm sorry, that's actually 2 tablespoons of butter, melted butter, and almond milk. Just gonna whisk this around, get it nice and mixed together. Alright, now with the dry ingredients, I'm kind of going to make a bowl inside of the bowl that I can pour the wet ingredients into right in the middle. Work our way from the center and mix everything together real good. I love using these rubber spatulas here because they help get everything out of the bowl. Really easy to clean afterwards and keeps you from wasting any ingredients, and it's just really a great tool to use. Now we're going to whisk this all together. Just real easy. You don't have to do it for too long there. You can leave it a little chunky. You want to just stir it until it's all mixed together, and you're going to get this nice bubbly texture, and it's going to look amazing. It should be still you know, a little thin and watery, but if it's looking too thin, you can always add some more flour or protein powder, or if it's looking too thick, add a tablespoon of your milk and keep stirring until you get the consistency you like. And once I get this stirred, we're gonna get a close-up of that bubbly texture so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. The signature pancake look. Before we get there, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of chocolate chips, and I just throw them in because I enjoy chocolate chips, and my children enjoy chocolate chips, and they love these pancakes, so gotta make them for the whole family. But totally optional for you. You don't have to put them in. Another alternative could be blueberries or some nuts, and that's that bubbly texture we're looking for right there. Looks amazing. Now I'm going to sprinkle some water here just to make sure the pan's ready to go. Everything looks good. I'm using a 1/4 cup to measure out each serving. Should make me about 12 pancakes. I'm sorry, 16 pancakes. And let's get these underway. I'm going to be flipping some pancakes real quick, and I'll come right back and we'll try these things out. I'm really liking how these pancakes came out. This is my first time making this recipe this way. A lot of times I use the Kodiak cake mix and it comes out great as well, but these are just so fluffy. So I'm going to be dressing my pancakes today with some fruits. Start off with some strawberries. This is all up to you. You can add whatever you'd like, but for me to make this more of a complete meal, I like to add some berries, especially because it's breakfast, and banana, blueberries, strawberries for the morning. Great way to get some energy. Great, delicious, healthy foods to go with your pancakes. I feel like the hardest part of baking your own protein snacks is keeping yourself from eating them while you're baking them. If you understand what I mean, think about whenever you're making cookies, you always end up testing a little too many. Now I'm using sugar-free syrup here. You can use whatever you like. A great alternative would be honey, pure maple syrup, even a little bit of whipped cream won't hurt. It's minimal calories. It's delicious. Add it. You can add whatever you'd like. Honestly, it's up to you. Now I made a lot of these pancakes, and that's because I'm going to use them for my breakfast meal prep. And it's a great way to, have that breakfast already made for you when you're on the go, you're busy, you have to go to work in the morning, or any kind of situation. These things can be frozen. I mean, obviously you can buy frozen pancakes at the store, so there's no reason why you couldn't do that with your own. So before you start bagging these up, let them sit out for a while and get, cooled down a little bit. You don't want to bag anything up right away after it's finished cooking, because that could lead to some food safety issues. And I mean, it's not going to happen every time, but if you bag it up right away and put it straight into the fridge or freezer without letting it cool down, and you're sealing this bag, it's kind of keeping it from cooling as quickly as you'd like it to. My bags are really thin, so it's not as crucial, but just something to look out for. Just kind of let them sit for a minute, eat a plate of them, and then come back, then put the rest away, and you'll be good to go.
Alright, I hope that video was easy enough for you guys to follow. These came out really good. They're really good for meal prep, like I said, easy to grab and go. We'll get down to the macro breakdown right now, but let's enjoy these real quick.
Are you ready for the macro breakdown?
Let's take these pancakes and let's figure out exactly what the macros are. Now, as always, I'm going to be comparing these with a normal version of what we're creating today. So, for today's macro breakdown, what we have is some homemade pancakes. Now, this is just a generic pancake recipe here. Nothing too crazy, but let's look at what the macros are. So for our homemade pancakes, 4 inches. I mean, I kind of just guessed based off of mine. Mine are about 4 inches, so they're going to be 86 calories, which isn't bad. That's pretty low amount of calories, but pretty small pancake as well. Our fats are going to be 3.7 grams. The carbs are 10.8. No sugar, which is great. No fiber, could be better. And protein is 2.4. So that's not what I'm looking for. This is Protein Hacks. Let's see what we can improve on here. And there it is. Here's our Protein Hacks version of our protein pancake recipe. Now, 100 calories per serving, which is a little bit more than the homemade pancakes, but let's keep going here. 2.5 grams of fat, which is lower than the homemade total, and that's probably because of the almond milk. I mean, the almond milk's gonna, cut a lot of that out. Next, we'll go on to carbs. So we actually went down in carbs. We went up in calories, but down in carbs. 9.2 grams of carbs compared to the 10.8 grams. And finally, the protein, 9.9 grams. That's basically 10 grams of protein per pancake compared to the 2.4 in the regular pancakes. 10 grams of protein, 100 calories. You eat 2 of these, that's 20 grams. You eat 3 of them, it's 30 grams of protein. It's gonna be amazing for your breakfast. It's delicious. They're super fluffy, amazingly delicious, great for any breakfast. And that's a protein hack, guys. Really happy with how these came out. Hope you guys enjoy the recipe. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Let me know on Instagram. I'm always willing to help you guys out if you're having an issue with a recipe. Thanks for checking out the macro breakdown. Let's wrap things up.
Thanks again, everyone, for checking out the video. On the next protein hack, I'm going to be showing everyone how I make my high protein coffee creamer, which I use every single morning to help me stay consistent and get some protein as soon as I wake up in the morning. Usually I use it when I'm trying to do some intermittent fasting to cut some weight, because instead of just starving myself for that first whatever it is, 8 hours before I eat, I drink this coffee and it holds me until that time, and I'm still promoting muscle growth, fueling my body. And I'm excited to show you guys this. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me posting it all the time, and it's really simple to make. You don't even need a smoothie blender or anything like that. You can do it with a shaker if you like. I'll be dropping that maybe in about a couple days. Should be a real quick video, and it should help a lot of people save money. Coffee at Starbucks and Dutch Bros can really add up, and this is a good way to get some protein and also get that caffeine boost you need in the morning to tackle everything you need to do. So look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Thanks again for checking out Protein Hacks.
Hey everyone, if you're enjoying the videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for checking out the video, and I'll catch you on the next Protein Hack.